So here's my 224s. We got my China built, all injora, pretty much 99% of it's injora. This running full droop, little guy racing part, Trench Kings. The wheels, I think they're called like KK. Nah, don't want to say that. Canceled. I just canceled myself. All right, looked it up, fellas. It's called K-Tech RC. I thought it was called KKRC, but it's K-Tech RC. I do got them set offset. This truck is mighty wide compared to my new build. But yeah, injora double barrel shocks, 43s or 42s, whatever they make. Full droop, running bands on the front. I built this rig to be really light. This rig is 400, I'm gonna post it up. I think it's 428 or 438. So this is my light rig. Of course, I've already done a video on what all's in it, but yeah, Lizard Pro ESC, the Micro Komodo Reefs 99. It's got some Samex weights in the front. Running a Palm Beach 350 mAh battery. I think it's a 350. It's actually a 250, but I get about 40 minutes of runtime with that. But this is my light build, and I'll show you the width difference here. This is the new build, it's the killr. Let's see if we can do the width. You can kind of tell it is almost an inch wider, but stock axles, we're gonna toss that on the ground. This is the new one, killr Spectre. This is my heavy build. Trying to just rush through this so I can get the crawling, do some comparison. I know yesterday out on the rocks, the killr build actually surprised me. But this is my heavy build. I'll post it. 530 grams total. Brass wheels, same thing. It's got all the brass up front. Trill aluminum axles. This thing will not sit on its side, unlike my other one, and I really thought it would flip over really easy, but after watching this thing crawl yesterday, I mean, it was getting 80 degrees and it was still staying planted. But this is full sprung. This is hot bodies, oil filled shocks. They're like 42s or 43s. This one has the mini Komodo, a lot slower than the micro, but a lot quieter. So I kind of dig the quietness. But the same Lizard Pro overdrive, I'm running in both of them. And then I got to give a shout out to my brother for painting the Jeep yellow. That way I can take all my friends to school when they come over. But yeah, screw talking, let's get to crawling. Alright, so let's do a couple climbs here with the old China crawler here. I've got this new selfie stick I have attached to my chair. So now, as I crawl, I no longer have to set the camera down to readjust. I can almost wheel and film at the same time. So that's kind of neat. I will say it's not a very good comparison because the China crawler here is on the Trench Kings, and Trench Kings just aren't nowhere near as good as the pins, but they'll make do. Maybe as they get more worn in, they'll become better, but it's really hard to beat a pin. This is one thing I've noticed Droop does. Front end will ever slightly come up on some climbs when you're trying to do a sharp turn. Put a new servo arm on this bad boy, so see how well it does here. Try me a different angle here. It's really hard to see when you're driving from the back of the truck. Just gotta get that passenger front right over the ledge. And if you can get the tires to grip, that's the main thing. Do a little claw, claw, claw. Boom. Alright, got old killr out. And I'm sure you can already tell how quiet this bad boy is. Yeah, I really like the quietness. But I'm just going to hit the same lines I did with China crawler injora. Wow. If I remember correctly, Trench Kings spun a little bit going up that. I'm gonna zoom in a little. Another cool little test is I'll turn hard left here and we'll see if the front end lifts up. She was lifting a little, but for the most part it did stay a little bit more planted. I mean, this is insane. The slow speed capability of a 2000. Oh, I got the hiccups. But the slow speed capability of a 2000. Now this is not looking promising for some reason. Oh, maybe I just overthought it. We'll do a little comparison going downhill as well. Springs versus droop, which you can always set up your droop suspension different than my droop, but for the most part, let's see what she'll do. There is a rock missing. Driver rear is about to drop off a huge hole. I feel like the sunlight is going to mess up a few of these videos. It's extra bright out here. Not exactly the exact line I took a minute ago, but I'm just going to guess it was right around in this area. I really thought weighing 530 some grams would hurt the capabilities of this truck, but it's really predictable when you got this much weight on it. The drop off this log is the roughest part. Once again, here we go. I'll take that. And another cool little rock. Practice your bump over. It's just got a huge breakover at the top. It's the hardest part on this rock. I bet it will just slow crawl right up this today. Trench Kings needed a boost, They needed a bump. Oh, pins just be grabbing that. But let's see if I can grab onto this rock and do a hard turn back. Try coming down this hill here. This is one of the climbs that the pins really excel on. So close. Might just have to do a little bump. Oh, I had that and I backed off. So this is one climb you'll see maybe the pins will excel on it. Then again, it might just be a slick day. But I do know yesterday the killr chassis was king on this hill. Killr chassis I got to climb at all different angles. The China rig could only climb it from this angle here. So we'll see how it goes today. Sometimes also I think the extra width really, sometimes the width is better, but sometimes I think it hurts you because you just can't hit the right lines that you need to. I'll try slow crawling it at first here. Nah, she's going over. I do like the speed of the micro. So let's see if it will slow crawl from here. I think she's just gonna go over on its side again. She's just gonna need a little bump. rocks are a little greasy today. We'll give it one more shot to get up the steep side. Yesterday, the killer chassis made it on Trench Kings, which was rather impressive. I believe, though, with this truck only being 300 grams, I don't believe it's got enough weight to do what I want it to do with my driving style. It's just not enough weight on the front. I could just get that one bump, man. I tell you, it is definitely hot on the East Coast in the Carolinas today. I feel like an ice pack is gonna be in order. Ooh, it's hot. I'd really like to see this one get up this climb. I'm really anxious to see if old killer chassis can do it. Uh-oh. You just can't be afraid to give it gas, I guess. Oh, spoke too soon. So I've just set it back up here for giggles and poops, just to see if it would slow crawl out of here with the Trench Kings, and let's see how easy it will make it up, up and away. Go pins, go. Ah. I thought this was it, but I don't think it is. That's floored with a 2000 kV, so that gives you an idea. This thing has no power, but in return, the torque on this thing is nice. Let's see what she'll slow crawl today here. Let's just go for the big one here to start with. Well, a little further right than I was expecting. Let's just try to pull out of this. Little small rocks move way too much. Oh. You would think with these rocks baking in the sun all day they would grip, but they They're a little more, oh, well, spoke too soon. See if she'll slow crawl out of this. You know, Trench Kings had no part of this. She's a lot more stable. That old blue China was all over the place. I'm really digging this new build. I am really digging the killr chassis. And last one. It is way too hot out here to be doing this. But see if I can come up from the side here. Pretty impressive there. Yeah, there's no comparison in this and the China build. That was really impressive, I'd have to admit.